Ready?
Yeah, we on, brothers, we on.
All right, we're going.
Come. Yeah. With the desert trumpets, come out here week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America, right? And we want to give all praises, all honor and glory facing the east unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Yep. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, right? To the elder apostles, bishops of Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold, Shalom. To your sisters, you Aquathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This your brother Aram, Yahawada, and these are the brothers who will come out here and
Shalom to our brothers that we've been with before, that we're here with together with today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're here with the brothers, Shakar, and your call. Okay. That will lie, the brother that will lie. We here. We're gonna just kind of go into a little bit of that thing with the because what so-called Christmas just passed, and you Babylonians, the Lord, you don't even know what that means, right? You were giving out gifts and all these different things, but you don't understand the whole point to the Lord getting those gifts, right? Can you get that when the wise men gave the gifts to can you get Jeremiah 10? And you get Exodus 30. What?
This is Jeremiah 10 and 1. It reads, Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Right, that's what? The whole house of Israel. You so-called black, Hispanic, and Indians, and you Israelite foreigners, man. Right? That was then, and it's also now. Right? The word of the Lord goes out and will never come back void. Right? The word of the Lord, of Yahweh, is forever. Right? It doesn't it's not obscure. It don't turn, right? Well, one of the scriptures says that the Lord does not turn with a shadow or twist or turn. You can't say that the Lord is evil. You can't say that the Lord is a liar. The Lord is not a man that he should lie, man. Nor the son of man that he should have to repent. So once his word goes out, that's it. Even to this day. You know, a lot of you jakes go, we ain't in the Bible days. Well, hey, we're in the Bible days more than you think, man. We're there. We're in the time of Jacob's trouble, right? We're in the time of the hour of temptation, right? But
verse 2, Thus saith Yahweh, Learn not the way of the heathen.
Right, you're not supposed to be upholding these pagan practices, right? Learning them, teaching it to your children, right? Can you hold that one? And then get that the one where it says teach your sons and your daughters the law.
Okay.
You know the one?
It's in Psalms, right?
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, it's one in Psalms. I believe there's one in Deuteronomy too. But yeah, there's one in Psalms too. Yeah, get that one. One you know. Because ultimately we're meant to be, upholding the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
I got it.
Right?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 5. It says, "For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel."
Pre-established, right? So this thing, going back to what I was talking about, how this word will go out and never come back void. It is pre-established, so it can't be changed. It can't be altered. I mean, this that's it, right? You can't say, "Oh, this is for the kids," right? All these different things that you come up with, right? This is pre-established. Go ahead.
Again, it says, "For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers."
And a testimony is what? You're bearing witness to something, right? Right? A testimony meaning what? A testicular fortitude, right? Being a righteous when you're testifying, right? Because you can't testify a wrong testimony, right? Because in the scriptures it talks about how if you testify a wrong testimony, the things that were meant to be done to that person should be done unto you, right? So this is a right testimony, right, that we're given, right?
It says, "Which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children."
Right. He gave it to our fathers. That way it can be known to their children. So then you have what? Generation after generation. And if you understand reincarnation, you come back in your third and fourth generation, and then you're retaught it all over again instead of the ways of the heathen. Right?
It says that the generation to come might know them.
Right? And that will be you. The third or fourth generation you'll return that you may know it. Right? You know that one when it talks about you should give it to your sons, you and your sons that will not depart out of their mouth.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah, if you can you get that?
Yeah, that's.
You done with that?
No, there's more.
Okay, a little bit more, and if you get that,
I'll get it. It says that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born.
Right.
It says, who should arise and declare them to their children.
Yeah, so it's continuous. So you not learn not the way of the heathen. So it's continuous within Yahshua, right? And of course, we went off and we had a yoke of iron upon our neck until we were destroyed. And now we're in this Babylonian system, this Egyptian system, this system that pushes the things of Assyria, right? Right? All these different pagan ideologies, right? Moab and all these other different things, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be the same thing that you had him get Joshua 1 and 8.
No. I got another one in it's in Isaiah.
Go ahead.
This is Joshua 1 and 8, and it reads, "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
It goes similar like that. That's
For then thou shalt make thy ways prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success."
Right. See, right. You know, you have to keep it going, right? And this will make sure that you have good success according to what? The Most High, not according to this world, right? You can sell out and have what they would call success, but that's why the Lord said, let not a rich man glory in his riches, right? And we're coming in a time that what you call money is going to become digital, right? And if you have to get the digital all, what profits you any of that money or anything by chasing and putting your trust in the wealth of this world instead of putting your trust in Yahweh Bashim Shai, man.
Right, that paper dollar is only gonna be good for toilet paper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Paper dollar.
Yeah.
A little bit more than brown. Get the other one, but one more verse. Verse 7, it says that they might set their hope in the Most High, listen, and not forget the works of the Most High, but keep His commandments.
Right, and that's ultimately what it is. It says, this is the conclusion of the whole matter, right? Fear Yahweh, right? Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakah Kadash, and keep His commandments, right? That's ultimately what it is. And fear is the beginning of wisdom. Fear is the beginning of knowledge, right? Not false knowledge that puffeth up, right?
I got another precept.
Go ahead.
And I just wanted to add to what the brother said about the dollar changing over. Hey, when the dollar begins to go away, you're not going to have any left over because they're going to hyperinflation that dollar to where the point where you're going to be spending like just buckets of it on the most minute thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're going to make sure that it's all used and consumed. But
yeah, it's going to exacerbate you,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
because you're going to be happy to go over to the digital,
Right.
Because then if the digital kind of balances out,
yeah,
right, where you're paying, I guess like I ain't gonna say a right price, but I guess a decent price.
Yeah.
You're not overgouged. Then it
You're
will make
positioned as
sense. It will make sense.
stability.
Yeah, we have. Oh, that's what they call it. The stable coin.
Stable coin, yeah, that's what they're going to present
Come on.
it as a stable alternative
Right.
to what it is you're dealing with. You know
Go
what I
ahead,
mean?
go ahead.
But just a quick, this is Isaiah 59 and 21. It says, "As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith Yahweh."
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh, Salakia, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you got it, bro. You right there. But start at 20, bro.
Yeah.
Come.
Start at 20.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 59 and 20. And it reads, "And the Redeemer shall come to Zion."
Right, and that's Yahweh Shai. And that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on Yahweh Shai. He came in as a humble and a sacrificial lamb, but this time he's coming back as an angelic power.
Right.
Right? He's coming back for vengeance.
He said that will not
Right.
meet thee as a man.
Right.
When he
Yeah.
came back the first time, went lonely and riding on a donkey.
Right.
Not this time.
Not this time. Yeah. You're not going to meet you as a man. Right? He's coming for vengeance. He said, "Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord."
I have long time
So
holding my
for a
peace.
long time hold my peace. Right?
Hey, and this is a cut to the Christians as well, this verse 20. Because, hey, what do they say? The law is done away with. But this says, "And unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob."
Yeah.
You know
Transgression,
what I mean?
yeah,
Say
the
it,
law.
Yahweh.
Yeah.
And what is that transgression? That's that breaking of the
Breaking the law, yeah.
Right. It says, verse 21.
Yeah, because turning from the transgression is you serving, doing the ways of the heathen,
Man.
doing their customs, right?
Right.
Learn not the way of the heathen. Going back to that, man.
Going back to idolatry.
Right.
Transgression of the law.
Yeah, all of it. The stealing, the killing, you know what I mean? The idolatry, the adultery, you know what I mean? The whole nine, the swine, you know what I mean? They get caught eating swine's flesh behind it with the mouse, man,
Right.
all of it, you know?
In the groves, yeah, so
Yeah,
the groves, the trees.
all of it. It's all going to get you condemned. Verse 21, "As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith Yahweh. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth."
Right. Via through what? How did he put the words in your mouth? We just read it. He said you gave it to the parents gave it to the children, and that the children may give it to their children as it keep going. And he put his words in thy mouth, right? Also, mostly what through the prophets, right? But you have your parents too. Your mother, mostly, is supposed to be, you know what I mean? Because that's what a woman forgets, that her job is highly important. Because that's that whole thing that they get mad at. They don't want to be just barefoot and pregnant. But you barefoot and pregnant and teaching your sons the law day and night. Oh, can you get that one too? Teach them day and night, right? Because you're supposed to teach your children day. It says day and night, right? You're supposed to teach your children day and night these things. So that's important. You can't just look at you being a woman and we can do the same thing as men. No. Your job is highly important to teach the children, so that way the laws will not depart from out of their mouth.
And that's crazy, bro. Like, you give them the milk and the milk.
Yeah, you give them the milk
They get
and the milk.
Breast
And
they
the
get
breast. And the breast.
you
Yeah,
know
the
what
breast
I
and
mean?
the breast. Yeah.
You teach that
So-
boy that early on, so that when he becomes, because at 12, 13,
Right.
now he's going to move into his father's realm.
Yeah,
then
and that's when he gets the meat.
Right.
That's when he started to get
Without
the meat.
milk, he's going to sit there with that dumb look on his face.
Or try to obtain meat
Right.
when he needs milk.
Right.
And he go to freak off, and then
Right.
now you believe in mermaids, and or now you went 10 years, 15 years in the truth, speaking
Now the
against,
Gentiles can-
yeah, now the Gentiles can get in, man. Right?
I knew you were going down that path.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's them
Hey,
that's them
yeah,
eating,
'cause it's evident right
needing
now.
milk, trying to ingest meat, trying to get into the dark sayings,
Now that meat
and then that
coming back
meat
up.
come back up. Yeah.
Vomiting up
Yeah,
what they learned.
yeah. It says that they will return to their vomit, right?
Yeah.
Like a dog returning to their vomit. That's to be
Man.
right. And then what's crazy is they nomen omen their name too. Genesis means beginning. If you go back to the beginning, we were in Christianity. So you went back to the vomit. You went back to Genesis, back to your vomit. Go ahead.
It's book of Proverbs, chapter 22, and verse 6 in NLT. Direct your children unto the right path,
Right.
and when they are older, they will not leave it. Basically, you must teach your children, unto the right path. Basically the law, the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But they're
Through the faith of Yahweh Shai, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
now, back then they didn't have Yahweh Shai, but now we have Yahweh Shai. So you gotta, and don't forget, you gotta have Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, I said on that.
He's the determining factor of everything. Yahweh Shai, he changes everything, bro. He's a very pivotal, change everything, right? You still on now? Yeah. I think you still have a little more.
Come. It says, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Right, that's the point. That's it. Not depart out of their mouth. Right here it come.
Nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed.
Woo! Talking
Say
generational instead of generation, because everybody's talking about generational curses, but what about generational blessings, bro?
Yeah. And
That's what that is. It said you should have success.
Right. And that's
This is generational blessings, bro.
And that's the way it's going to be set up in the kingdom, man.
Good.
Where we're not, the sun will never go down.
Right.
We're always going
We'll
to
have
have the wisdom,
wisdom,
the
yeah,
knowledge,
the understanding, right,
Not
good.
going to go off.
Not gonna
We're
go
not
off.
going to be looking for no Santa Claus or Rudolph the Red-Nosed
No
Reindeer,
reindeer, right.
Frosty the Snowman.
Right.
No Easter bunny.
None of that.
You know what I mean?
None of that. We're going to have
Jack
that.
Frost.
The proper mindset.
Hey,
Right.
The new year
Halloween,
will be
New
in the
Year's
spring when
spring.
life is coming
Right.
forward. Instead of having to celebrate the so-called New Year in the dead of winter.
Yeah, but then
So many things change, man.
right, and then you get to do the what? The feast of weeks.
Right.
Feast of what is it? Tabernacles.
It's tabernacles.
Land
right.
Sabbath.
Land
return.
Sabbaths. We got Land Sabbath return. What's the other? What's the other? Horse Passover.
Right.
And then this I think it's a couple, one or two more. But yeah, but basically we get back to our ways, right? Which
Things
is
will
gonna
turn
be
back right side up.
right. Done.
I got that one, bro, but I don't know if this is the one you want. You're talking about specifically the woman teaching, or you said teaching day and night?
Yeah.
Was specifically the woman? Or?
No.
Okay, okay.
Just in general, because
Let me get that
this
last piece
this
of
when
this
when they're children, it's
Okay.
automatically on the woman anyway. Yeah, because it's her.
Because that her place is at home.
Oh, yeah.
Saith Yahweh from henceforth and forever.
Whoa. So what it said, word
My
goes out.
thing.
Never. Hey, say full circle, huh? The word of the Lord goes out will never come back void. This way and forever. Right?
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
You can't change this, man. Right? You can't because no, we in Babylon and this ain't the Bible days and whatever you talk, man. The Lord is forever. This is it.
And
You're in the
that's
Bible
such
days.
foolishness, man. We're in the pinnacle of the Bible days.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We're in the time when all of the prophets spoke of.
We're in the juicy part of it.
Right.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
And real quick, brother, so, Shalom to the brother Karate I bought out of Pennsylvania. Shalom.
Oh,
brother.
shalom.
Yabasham Shabrakata.
John,
I got this, man.
go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 6, verse 4. It says, Hear, O Israel, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, our power, is one Lord.
No.
And thou shalt love the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, thy power, with all thy heart, and with all thy soul,
Right.
and with all thy might.
Yep.
It says, and these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart. It says,
The mind, yeah.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way,
Right.
and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up,
Right.
all day long, day and night.
Day and night.
Meditate on this.
But it said with this, you have good success. You're talking about generational blessings, bro. Man, you gotta really think about that. Meditate, like, bro, because all your whole life, people be talking, man, we gotta pray against those generational curses. But what about if you start teaching your seeds and your seed that it not depart out of thy mouth?
And then you're going to get the generational blessings.
Right.
Going back to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1.
Right.
Finally, everything's going to be in our minds,
Yeah,
and we're going to be above the nations, and we're going to have everything.
Right, huh?
One more. It says, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be as frontlets between the eyes.
Right,
You know, so hey, it's always going to be in your mind, man.
Right.
Okay, you're never going to depart, okay, from the right path, from the right
And back
way.
then, our ancestors did a carnal
Right,
thing
yeah,
and actually
yeah,
tied
yeah.
a thing to your mind. But it's going to go deeper than that. It's spiritual. It's going to be spiritual. This is why how you know that the mark of you know what that's about to come, right? Can't be spiritual because Esau's he's a carnal man, right? He's so carnal that when he realized he can't stop this, he's gonna come in with force, right? So that's how you know.
Well, if I can't repeat, I say just like the frontlets, just like the fringes, it's in our minds now.
Right.
Okay, it was there to show us that hey, we're going out to remind you, but now it should be in our minds now, especially when you have the wisdom and knowledge.
Well, when you're doing it, what did it say?
When you do it day and night.
You do it day and night. What it said? Day and night when you wake up.
Right.
And when you're in the middle of the day,
Right.
before that go to sleep,
Yep.
then guess what? You wake up again, and then
Yep.
it's on your mind. That's the fringes.
Yeah.
Did you read Joshua 1:8?
No,
Okay.
it's Deuteronomy.
Okay, yeah, I got
Kind
it.
of
Oh,
say the same thing.
Yeah. This is Joshua 1, Mayor.
Okay.
Okay, come. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth,
Mm-hmm.
but thou shalt meditate therein day and night,
Right.
that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then
There you go.
thou
Yeah.
shalt have good success.
Oh yeah. I think you read that already, but yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so now
Yeah,
it's
so
gotta
that
come
do
out
it twice.
twice.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you had good success, and it's beautiful. Hey, good.
Yeah, because you know.
You had the other one too.
Which,
From before
that was it.
That was the one I told you.
Yeah.
Okay. No. The three wives.
Oh, okay.
Or two wives. Whatever it was. Because you can't prove it's three.
Where they get it.
You can't.
Yeah, because it does
say-
say the wise men.
Yeah, it just says wise. It don't say it's three. People always say three, but no, it don't say three. It just says wise.
What is three represents what? Doesn't it represent
No, it's like a change.
I think it's understanding, I believe.
Understanding.
I believe so.
Change or understanding.
Like I had it, I just lost it. Yeah, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 2. And let me see. I'm going to start off in verse 6.
Come.
It says, and now Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art thou the least among the princes of Judah?
Right.
For out of thee shall come a governor,
Right.
thou shalt rule my people Israel.
Right. They're the least because what happened? Herod came through and destroyed a lot of the young babies and
male child?
young male child, toddlers and babies and things, you know. So and not to mention they were looked down upon too. That's one of the reasons why when you look at that region, that's why that's why what did it tell about Yahushua? He said, could any good thing come out of Nazareth?
Right.
Right. They were looked down upon. Those that area.
It was like a ghetto.
To Bethel, yeah.
It was like a ghetto.
Yeah.
That least, it was like slums.
Right.
Right. It says, then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. The chariot.
No. Oh, did you go to part? When they gave him the gift?
Yeah,
Getting all the
I'm gonna
meat
get
off
that.
of that wrong brother.
Okay.
I'm gonna get that. I just want to get.
No, I'm just saying it's the part where
Oh, yeah. It says, and he sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and search diligently for the young child, and when you have found him, bring me word again, that I might come and worship him also." But he was, bullshit.
Yeah, he bullshit. Yeah,
It
that's
says,
Herod, yeah.
it says, when they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them,
Okay, come.
till it came and stood over where the young child was, and that star was
A chariot, yeah.
chariot.
That is what,
Yep, it says, when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. It says, and when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him.
Worshiped him, right?
It didn't say worship the mother.
No,
it
worship him. Right? And this is the point. Because all you people, did you say that? Oh, no.
You can get to it. I'll get to it. It says, and when they had opened their treasures,
There it is. That's it.
they presented unto him gifts.
They gave him gifts. So when you're doing all this Christmas stuff, you don't understand the whole point of this thing of the gifts, even though they're trying to trick you, right? You know what I mean? They're trying to trick you to tell you that you could put the gifts under the thing because it represents JC, right? But really it's Nimrod.
Right.
You're supposed to put it under the tree because he was supposed to. It's supposed to be like a boogeyman, so to speak, right? And if you didn't do it, he was gonna get you, or you were gonna have a bad year or something, whatever it was gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they made it like a boogeyman, so you had to do it. You know what I mean? Which I don't think you finished on there.
No,
Right?
still
Yeah.
holding it.
I know.
A little bit more.
I know that's why it's gonna come all.
It says, and when they opened their treasures, they
Right.
presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh.
Right, yeah, they presented gifts. What? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Right?
Right.
Just to represent.
Oh, you want to read it?
Yeah, yeah.
This is from AI Overview. It says the three wise men, the Magi.
Uh-huh.
It says brought baby.
We can't say there's three,
No.
right? We're just wise men. We don't know if there were three or not.
So brought
There
baby.
at least two of them, right?
Brought baby to Moose. Put it that way. This is Jesus.
Right. JC.
It says,
But really, Yahushua.
yeah, I was shy. It says three precious gifts:
Uh-huh.
gold symbolizing his kingship,
Right.
frankincense, a fragrant resin representing his divinity, and priestly robe.
Right. See, he's a priest. You don't understand why you were given what the gifts really actually represent. Right? It represent him being a priest, him being a high priest. So even in that moment, that was a representation of Yahushua being the high priest, even though he was still just a baby.
Right.
Right?
It says and myrrh, a
Right.
valuable spice, embalming oil, foreshadowing his death and burial.
Right, because that's what you would do when you make a sacrifice. You put frankincense and myrrh, and then you make a burnt offering, right? But this time the sacrifice was it wasn't a burnt offering, but it was still a sacrifice, right? Him being the lamb, right? Where you couldn't break his bones or nothing. He had to be without blemish, right?
I got a quick AI overview, just real quick,
Go ahead.
if I may. This is AI overview. Numbers associated with wisdom vary by tradition, but 7, introspection, spiritual depth, 9, enlightenment, completion, and 3, harmony and understanding are prominent, while Hebrew Gematria links wisdom to 10.
What was three?
Gematria, going into the
3.
numbers. Yeah.
3 is harmony and understanding.
Well,
yeah.
and that's what he brought. He says that he should he's going to be a governor with the world upon his shoulders. The everlasting Father. You know what I mean? He's going to have all the wisdom, right? Because it tells you that.
In that kingdom, man.
And the harmony,
kingdom,
harmony
it's
in the
gonna-
kingdom.
It's going to
Yeah.
resonate on a whole other frequency, man.
Yeah.
The whole world is, but except for the Gentiles, the world of Israel is going to be resonating.
Yeah, well, everything's going to be harmony.
man.
Well, because you got to think of what gold does for you. If gold is a conductor. So if gold is on the street, they already talk about grounding. how much better is the grounding with the gold on the streets? You're gonna have a higher frequency. Not to mention you're gonna have the law, statute, commandments in your inward parts. So you're gonna be on a super high frequency.
You're gonna feel like you're on top of the world all the time. You know what I'm saying? When you get that feeling,
You're not gonna feel like it. You are gonna be. You're gonna be on top of the world all the time. See, that's why like that whole thing with Bishop Nate saying somehow they're gonna creep in 1,000. You're gonna be on such a high frequency. Like you gotta think how amazing it was for Yahushua to read everybody's thoughts that were around him. But how much more when you're on a frequency like that, you can probably most likely read pre-thoughts before they even think it. Think about it. This one, even Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai has for you. He said, before you finish your prayer, it should be answered. This is the type of thing that's going to be happening in the kingdom. You know what I mean? So you can't be like on some, there's no way. We're going to be secure and secure in security. Like, just, I mean, ain't nothing no one can do.
If they do have the thought, it's because it was given to them so we can.
Just so you can, so you can mess them up, man.
It's a reason to light their ass on
Yeah.
fire.
Done. Go ahead.
God. It's the book of Exodus 30 and verse 22. Moreover, the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, spake unto Moses, saying, Thou shalt also unto thee principal spices of pure myrrh, 500 shekels, and of a sweet cinnamon.
Right, and what would you do to a priest? Showing you that Yahushai, them giving it to Yahushai, the wise men, giving it to him, gave him gold, which, I mean, I don't know if you call gold shekels, but yeah, it's money, right? And then
been coins, so
just be coin, coin is whether it's gold or silver, right? Or
Right,
just shekel,
right,
okay. Because I always just reference shekels with silver, but I never, okay, that makes sense. So
that's Israelite currencies too. It would be a shekel, right?
yeah, shekel.
That
yeah.
was hard because the Romans was the denarius.
Denarius,
I forget what the Greeks were. They had a particular coin as well, but ours is shekels.
Right. We call them shekels. Yeah. No, but I always reference shekels with silver and not really gold. But that's why I was saying it that way. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying, you see what he's talking about? It's the frankincense, the myrrh, and the shekels for what? A sacrifice, right? So that's representing what a priest and Moses is basically a Levite, right? He's a priest, right? He was a king and a priest, right? That's what we're supposed to be.
Yep.
He represented that. That was what they said. It was a foreshadow. Yeah, sure. You can read it.
I just look at it whenever you get stuck.
Yeah, it was like a foreshadow. What they say. So Moses was a king and a priest, right? But
Have so much, even 250 shekels,
right.
and of sweet calamus, 250 shekels.
Right.
Okay. And of acacia, 500 shekels, after the shekels of the sanctuary of an olive and of olive oil.
Right. Yeah, because that's for anointing, right? Because he's the anointed savior, right? These are things those were things that were in the thing that represented that, right? Right.
Verse 25, and thou shalt make an olive. I'll read it again. Thou shalt make it an olive oil of holy,
right, ointment.
In ointment compound after the art.
After the apothecary. That's
After
the
the-
apothecary.
after the-
apothecary.
Apothecary,
Yeah.
and it shall be an holy anointing oil.
Right. Healing. Right. That's what he's right. Because apothecary is for healing, and that's ultimately what Yahushua represent. So while you're giving up presents and all these other different things to this tree, and they're saying it represents Yahushua, or who they call JC, it doesn't. It's not. you're not looking at it in through the right lenses. That's what it's meant to be for him being the high priest.
Bring that coin out real quick.
Yeah, you can do that, and then go back,
All right.
finish
Back
that
to
up.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay, Con. Just looked up shekels real quick. This is shekels were ancient units of weight, around 11 to 12 grams, used as currency, initially as precious metal, silver or gold, weighted out in transactions before standardized coins appearing in Mesopotamia and the Bible, representing both a standard holy shekel and actual wealth, with modern Israelite coins or Israeli coins continuing the name but having different metal compositions. So yes, shekels were made of gold or silver.
Okay, come on. There you go. See?
Hey, and that's crazy because it says the modern Israeli coins continue the name but have different material metal compositions.
Right, because
Yeah,
they're the
fake.
fraud. They're the fraud.
Fake,
The
they
fraud.
fake, and
They
they
fraud.
fake.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
fake
yeah.
is a fake, creates a
Fake.
fake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fake
The
is
fraud creating the
mad.
fraud. Yeah. Hey, what a surprise.
Yeah,
No, it's not a surprise, right?
Right. Not at all.
The counterfeits.
Yeah,
The counterfeit, make it
create the
counterfeit.
counterfeit.
Bill.
The counterfeit. You know.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of the- That's
Bro.
right. You can't make this
Classic,
shit up.
classic. They can't make it up. But
Con, you ready for it again?
Yeah.
Con, so back in Jeremiah 10, and we'll start at 2 again. It says, Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
yeah, we not. Right? All these chariot sightings that they're witnessing.
The 3A Atlas.
The 3A Atlas. 3I Atlas.
3i
3I.
Atlas,
Yeah, 3I Atlas. Yeah. They're afraid. Right? Matter of fact, they were saying they're getting a signal, a threatening signal from the moon. NASA's receiving it.
Yeah, see that also the sights of heaven, the chariots, yes. Also the sun,
Yeah.
the moon,
Right.
the stars.
Because that's what these other nations worship.
Yeah, it was given to
Right.
them to worship it,
Yeah.
as it tells you in Deuteronomy,
Right.
the fourth
Con,
chapter.
yeah.
Right, but it goes into, but it also goes into what? The new moons, the
yeah.
blood moons,
All
the
that,
wolf
yeah.
moons, the strawberry moons, all these things that actually the Lord says is going to happen before the end, right? All these different, it says these different blood moons,
Right.
the moon should turn red,
Turn into blood, yep.
turn into blood, right?
We use them as
So-
time,
so there's a
to
signs.
calculate time, yeah.
Right, but-
Time, yeah.
But this is it's getting them in a tizzy, man. They're frenzy, right? Because they can see and they know, they can sense. They still don't believe that we're the people, but they sensing. Well, damn, maybe they're right. What if they are right? Because why put military in every city preparing to come against us if we're just talking BS? So somewhere along the line, they think there's some type of some truth to it. And just in case, we don't think it's them niggas, but just in case, right? We're gonna be Herod all over again. We're gonna come down, and this time it ain't gonna just be the children. It's gonna be every man, woman, child. It's gonna be no holds barred.
So
right?
essentially, they following prophecy inadvertently.
Right.
You know, they're doing what they're scheduled to do without quite understanding that they're scheduled to
Do it right.
what they're doing.
What they're doing,
Yeah.
falling right into it.
Yeah.
That's why it talks about that. Him that dig a pit shall fall into it.
Yeah.
So if I'm digging a pit, I'm not thinking I'm gonna fall into it. You're gonna think this other person, I'm setting it up. I'm setting up for you to fall into it. But I mess around, fall into what the Lord said, headlong should you be tossed ahead, man. That's bro. And that's what he's doing. Because when you're just rushing towards something and you're not paying attention, what do? Who head first? Right? Thus with violence to that city Babylon be what? Thrown down. Right? But
It says, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
right, yeah. Yeah,
For
because
the-
they do those moon watches. You know, have you ever see that? People, loads and loads of heathen be outside. Jake walk right by like nothing. What these people doing out here? But they're they're paying attention to the signs, to the things that's happening in the sky.
Like how many of them were out there for the when the eclipses happened,
Right.
and created the X
There were-
across America.
Right. All them
Even the
jakes was-
Cheetolini was staring up at the sun with no protection on.
Right.
That dude is a
Huh?
special character, boy.
Go on.
Verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest,
Right.
the
There
work
it is.
of the hands of the workman.
You can't tell me that ain't what you do during the time of Christmas, right? Or you do something that where you might do a plastic one, but you know what that represents. You know it represents someone going out into the forest, cutting down an evergreen tree, and bringing it into their home, right?
Yeah. Hey,
And you being the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, being the Israelites, that is detrimental to your health, right?
And it's crazy because when you go to Walmart and all these stores, what do they have? They have huge little things outside where men have gone down and cut these trees down with the axe.
Right.
But because you didn't do it, you can try to dissuade it and
Yeah.
act as though, no, see, that's not. Anybody that reads this and don't get out the proper interpret, you not meant to, man. You meant to miss it. It
Right,
says,
Yeah,
for
the
custom-
Lord blinded. When it
Yeah,
says that
yeah,
he
you're blinded.
He blinded them, right?
You know.
Yeah, it all goes back to the worship of Tammuz, Nimrod.
Yeah.
Because even in Ezekiel the 8th chapter it says they even put the branch to their nose.
Yeah.
So they were honoring that evergreen tree.
Yeah.
Which now that's what they use for the so-called Christmas tree,
Uh-huh.
man.
Oh, and the thing they put over the head too,
The mistletoe?
Mistletoe, yeah.
Yeah,
Could be,
the whole
yeah.
thing. You can't read this
Mistletoe.
particular verse and get not Christmas out of it. You know what I mean?
Hey, but somehow they're totally missing it.
But
You can go to
it's
every
willingly.
church.
They
You can go to every
willingly,
church
right,
out there
Right.
who say that they're believers in the Lord, and there's a Christmas tree in your church.
Right. It
How do you
says,
get that?
for the customs of the people are vain.
Uh-huh.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest,
Right.
the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
Right.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Right, there you
They
go.
fasten it with nails
That
and
it
with
move.
hammers that it move not.
Right. So
What
that's
is that?
definitely- yeah,
That's not a
definitely-
damn, you know what I mean?
definitely a Christmas tree.
You know, but these people are willingly ignorant. They're willful and willingly ignorant. You know what I mean? They're gonna do what they want to do, and you ain't fixing to tell them shit.
Yeah, because Nimrod was a sun god.
Right.
So like I said, even like
Christian church Sunday.
Ezekiel
They
the 8th
worship,
chapter,
they have
it says the
the-
priests were facing the east.
Yeah, right,
The sun was
towards the
up.
sun, right.
So they were worshiping the sun god, and it says
Yeah.
that the women were weeping for Tammuz,
Yeah, look through this
which,
hall.
was,
Yeah.
which was supposedly Nimrod reincarnated.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh, right, nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were
Making
worshiping
cakes.
that damn tree, man.
Yeah,
Which
as a
was
phallus
really was,
symbol.
well, yeah, it was the rod,
Right.
the rod of Nimrod.
Right.
Right.
Because he was a mighty hunter in his time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He was a mighty man.
Right.
You know?
Hey, that's a hell of a what you call him? He came to this guy and then he returns.
Yeah.
So that's a,
'Cause,
You know,
matter
yeah.
of fact, 'cause as Nimrod, he built the first city, right?
Yeah.
He was the original after the flood.
He was trying to build that,
The Tower of Babel.
Tower of
Yeah.
Babel, right? Another, you know, and we don't know that was actually, that could have been what? Any type of, you know what I mean?
yeah, man.
Because you would have had to build that thing above the top, the highest mountain.
Mhm.
So what really was he trying to, you know?
Right.
It says, again,
that's what they're doing now because
Yeah.
they had they had a CERN that the technology.
right.
And so what they're doing is, and he had there had to be a significant amount of technology then,
Oh, without
right?
a
Because
doubt.
they're making it look like this, you know, you just being able to turn on your lights and all that stuff is new, you know.
Yeah,
but a lot of that technology stuff they had it back then.
That's why it's Babylon the Great. That was
Right.
ancient Babylon.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this on a higher
it's
level.
Babylon the Great.
Great,
Yeah.
right? Because they got that the AI where it's learning by itself, right?
The idol speaking now.
Right, the idol speaking, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, really, with that because it is 3D or what is it called? Basically, yeah, they can make things look like they're literally alive.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can bring things in from the heavens, make it look like it's actually.
Well, that
you
goes
know.
into them too, being that what it says in Is it Ecclesiasticus? No, or is it Wisdom of Solomon? I think it's Ecclesiasticus, where it says they should make the law their strength. Is it Ecclesiasticus? They should make the law Ecclesiastes 2? No. Yeah. They should make the law their strength. I believe so. Right.
Is Wisdom of Solomon the
Wisdom
second
of
chapter?
Solomon. Yeah, I think it's Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter.
Second chapter, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what they're gonna do too. They're gonna make that where the thing can speak, because that's part of their thing too. Part of their thing, because it says when you go into Revelation, it talks about them making it in the image of the old, the one with the deadly wound that was healed, being Rome.
Yeah.
But this time they have this technology, so they're going to use it by the law being their the law of their strength, by using it by technology, and that way it's speaking.
Yeah.
Right now it's speaking.
I got it.
You know, kind of similar to what they were doing in like the Demolition Man shows you that. Remember when he came out, he needed to take, and he couldn't use the shells, and they were making fun of him. He couldn't make the shells, yeah. So he just went over there, started cursing. He started cursing a bunch of, and basically they were, and that's the law. It's speaking, because what was it doing? It kept giving him tickets, showing you that it's speaking. That's their law. That's their power. And that's what they're gonna do. Basically, Big Brother's gonna lock you in. You're gonna be in a digital prison. Matter of fact, someone said they seen a thing like that, where the guy, he was in a store, and he was like, man, this thing was all digital. He said, but it felt like a digital prison. I'm like, wow, it's crazy that he used that particular word, digital prison, because that's exactly what you're headed to.
And China is a great reflection of that right now.
Right.
Right now to this day, man. If you spit on the street, you get fined. If you do different things, they'll fine you.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you can't have a home or anything else.
Right, gun.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to step in front of y'all cameras. I need your number again, brother. I had to do a master reset on my phone, so.
Okay.
So I'm sorry about that.
You want that? Go ahead. I'm gonna get into GNT. Go ahead. It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, in verse 11, it says, we'll call ourselves right if we are strong enough to get what we want.
Might makes right, yeah.
It says, no one ever got anywhere by being weak. This is the mindset of Esau, man. You see? That's why they're truly set in their mind to keep our people oppressed, man. To keep our people at the bottom. To keep feeding them bullshit, man. Deceit. You see? Everything that they've given us is what? Lies, man. Deception. They poison the air, poison the water. They put I think about the other day that one movie they cloned Tyrone. Okay, they put stuff in the chicken. That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
in the music,
In the
and
malt liquor.
in the malt liquor,
Yeah.
make you act a certain way.
Yeah. That was that Dynamite. When there was a little skit that your boy did, where they were shrinking they were shrinking the black man.
Zane.
with the malt liquor.
How you doing, man?
Well, man, how are you?
Great.
Glad to see y'all out here. When you gonna do your part?
I'm
Working
just talking about that right now. I had to do a master reset on my phone, so I had to call it facility.
Good blessed day.
Hold on. And read it again. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and verse 11. I'm reading in the GNT. It says, we call ourselves right if we are strong enough to get what we want. It says, no one ever got anywhere by being weak.
Right. And they're strong enough right through their military, right? The military has teeth.
Blessing of the sword.
Which is called, the blessing of the sword, right? And so that's where they have the strength. And then now they increased it through the AI.
Right.
Through the what you call them? Even those what you call them? What is the? You ever see that? Remember Alien, and the lady, she fought against the aliens. She jumped into that suit thing and fought with that thing.
Yeah, the forklift.
No, it was like a
forklift.
But you was like a man. It was like
modern forklift.
They have that for military, where they can jump in that thing and the man move, and when he moves, it moves. Which they kind of even show you that in
Avatar.
In the Avatar,
Yeah, movie with J-Lo.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying?
Right, but the military has. I remember when I was in high school, and they
showed
showed it on the news for
I mean, I
a
was just
couple of
trying to-
seconds.
trying to
Adam
picture
or
it.
what's it called? I forget what movie. Not Adam. I forget the name of the movie.
Huh.
And she was in that machine, and then every time she moved, I forget what the name of the
Okay.
movie.
I know.
Okay.
Atlas something?
Atlas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That one.
Okay. Is that J-Lo that played
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
it was in the Avatar movies, the with the blue people.
No.
Right.
When the dude the Marines had a script, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one so
Yeah, that makes you
back
strong.
when Ripley
Right.
was in that Aliens, that was the actual. Those were like forklifts.
Right.
Oh, I tell you another one that had it, Matrix.
That's what I
When
was
they
trying
was
to say.
coming down into
That's-
Zion. Now those,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
those
talking
was
about.
like battles.
Yeah, but they have
Yeah,
that.
they were sitting there like.
And so that's because they figure we're gonna be, well, they know we're gonna get this superhuman strength, so that they can be in the thing, so they can fight and have extra strength, so they can fight against you. So they already have that ready. That's their strength. That's what I'm saying. We're not weak. We got this military power, and we have the AI behind us, right? We have digital drones and striker zone drones. We got heat-seeking missiles. We got smart bullets go around the corner and stuff on you. We got microwave guns. So we
aerial,
yeah.
thing.
Drones, yeah.
Planes,
Man,
though.
planes
Remember that
too,
one
yeah.
they had the computer was a plane. They had the computer flying the plane.
Plane, yeah.
Forgot what the
Bunker
name of it
busters and
was.
stuff, yeah.
But I think it was back the one they had with what's his name, Sean Connery, I think it was, when he had to hunt that plane down and take it out because the plane was like cold-blooded and was talking, you know what I mean?
But that's what they,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I remember that one. That was like in the 90s,
Yeah. I went back a little bit on you. I went back a little, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'll keep going. It says, righteous people are nothing but a nuisance.
Ooh. yeah. Because it says that we're turning their world upside down. They don't like it, man. We're out here preaching and prophesying, turning their world upside down. Because lies to them is right side up, right? It's good. But we're telling the truth. So it's flipping everything back the righteous way. But for them, it's upside down. For them, that it ain't no good. It's a nuisance to them, right? That's why we got kicked out, right? And who's in office again, right? Right?
Yeah, it says, so let's look for chances to get rid of them.
Because what Apostle Paul called him? Trump. What do you call him? He's
Who you in Isaiah 55?
No. What's
He's
that Psalm
on-
2?
Oh, okay.
what do you call Trump? The leader that was in Rome.
Oh, okay. Nero.
Nero, yeah. So we got Nero again. So when Nero was upset, he don't like so-called Negro. That's why he did that strike in
What?
no, he did a strike in Nigeria,
Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
right?
it's
Saying he
pointing
did
to
it.
Christians.
So it shows that he's against you Israelites. So he's got military in the streets of America, in the ghettos, right? Then he's going against Venezuela. They're over there jacking up Levi over in Haiti, even bringing Hamites over to fight against them, right?
You talking about the guy that's supposed to get the Nobel Peace Prize?
Right, yeah. One that should get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Kicking it off with everybody he can find.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they what was the Kenyans? They got the Kenyan military over there messing with Levi, man. And Levi's going through hell, man. Right? So it's showing you that's their MO. They're gonna use that power to come against us, man.
Right. Come on, bro. I'll read it again. It says, righteous people are nothing but a nuisance, so let's look for chances to get rid of them. It says they are
being what? The devil, the deceiver,
deceiver.
the false accuser.
All the deception.
Right, the deception. Let's look for a reason, which means you got to make up one. Right. And that's why we're about to go into a false flag event soon. Right. The brother Amawan Gabar was talking about. Is it Amawan Gabar?
Yeah.
Was talking about the way silver just spiked up. It went from being like $40, $38, $40 to it's almost $90. in a small bit of time. So that's like a telltale sign something's about to happen, man.
More than double.
Right?
More than double.
Yeah.
It says they are against what we do. They accuse us of breaking the law of Moses and violating the traditions of our ancestors.
Right. And that's how they get us, because if we're what was it in Judith, if they sin against their power, then we can go against them. But if they not sin against their power, let's think not to go against it unless you be a reproach. And see, that's what's about to happen ultimately. They're about to be a reproach to the whole world, right? It's going to be, they're going to fall into that ditch, not knowing they're about to be that reproach, man.
Right.
Right? You got
Got a piece of it.
what?
It's the book of Psalms 140 and verse 1. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, right? You know, which Esau Edom, right? Which imagine mischief in their heart.
That's perfect. That's what because they're going to make up things
Yeah.
to come up against you.
Yeah.
They're just imagining things.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Hey.
saw in the second chapter. I was on.
Hey, showing you that they're in their blessing, because it talks about how when we're in our blessing, we're going to meditate terror. So that's them meditating terror on us.
Yeah.
Right? Right? So they're in their blessing. You're in your heaven. You're in your heaven, and you get to meditate terror upon us, man. Put us in the ghettos, the barrios, and the reservations, and then meditate terror on us, man. Right?
Continually are they gathered together for war.
Wait, say that again.
Continually
Are
they gathered together for war.
That's why the scripture say, never trust thy enemy. He's going to continually be against you, ready for war against you, so-called black, Hispanic, and Asians. But hey, you're not black if you don't vote for Biden, right? You know what I mean? You simple-minded jakes, man. But hey,
Keep on. There's more verses out there.
that's good.
I got a quick verse
It's
to go
me.
with. I just got a quick one to go with what you were saying. This is Isaiah 14 and 6, because it says continually, it says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke,
Yeah.
he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered.
Right, yeah, and that's what's all about to come. That's all it's about to come. Yeah.
Nobody gonna be able to stop it.
Yeah. Not
Right.
nobody gonna want to stop it. The people break out
Yeah.
and singing.
Right.
Like how's that gonna make you feel when you going down, the whole world is, you know what I mean? They singing.
Right. Well, it's afterwards, because right now they is trying to stop it.
Well, it's like
they
the Wizard
don't
of
like
Oz,
it.
right? The Wicked Witch is dead.
Right.
They all broke out and singing.
Yeah. That's in the kingdom. That's when we got full control.
Right.
Because right now, they trying to stop you. It's like the Matrix, like you said. He said if they're not, like you said, if they're not with us, they're against us, because they'll turn into an
They're still
agent.
locked in,
They're still locked in. So these people, they're gonna fight against you.
Without
And a lot of them, they can still see the truth. People are starting to see some things, man.
Hey, and that's-
Even within the MAGA, and that's why they're divided.
Yeah.
They're divided within the thing, the divided states of America. And
Right.
it's more divided than it's ever been.
That Satan be against Satan.
Right.
That nation cannot stand.
Huh?
That's the people, man.
Right.
And they're not.
Yeah, because people makes a city or
Right,
a nation.
right.
Without the people, if you're all there is no nation.
And that's why we're in the condition we're in now, because like when you watch a lot of Elder Menachem's videos, who is it that's coming up against us the most?
Jake.
It's our people, and especially the Esau's pit bull, man. The black woman.
Yeah.
She's fervent
No,
about
boy.
her disobedience and her basically coming against his word, man.
She joined hands with them in the garden.
Oh, without a doubt.
And then
Without a
her,
doubt.
but her lacking knowledge doesn't help, because when it comes to our people, when we believe in something, we really believe in it,
All in.
and then we're all in. But her thing is, she's all in on not understanding, having ignorance,
Right.
and
She's
you're
okay
gonna
with it. She's okay with it.
She's okay. Yeah. Well, she thinks she really
Yeah, she
believes
thinks
in it.
she's
She really
right.
believe. They really
Yeah.
believe the shit. And you're trying to correct them, trying to give them, but for them,
Sounds
they
foolish to it.
right. Well, lies sound better to the ears of our people, right? Because their whole thing is they've been taught lies, so they believe the lies. And some people don't want to undo what's already been wound, so to speak.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it's already wound up and already a certain way, you're going to break. Yeah, you're comfortable. Yeah, you're going to break
too
that.
much mental anguish.
Yeah, you're going to break up their comfortability, right? Yeah.
That's why the
Because-
scripture says, "Well, I have searched Jerusalem with candles for those that are settled upon their knees." Right? They're comfortable.
Because when the scripture says, "Come as a little child," right, and be as you not have known. How do you feel as a? Because some people get offended, because that's why the Lord said that he's a rock of offense. You're 50 years old or whatever age you are, and if somebody comes to tell you that everything you ever learned is BS and is wrong, they're getting offended. Like, what? You know what I mean?
There's no Santa Claus.
You can see all illustrations of what you just said that settled on their leave and that offense. When you tell them Christmas is a violation,
Right.
what do they say? It's for the
kids.
children.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to violate and violate. You know what I mean? Just to stay in that path you in. Knowing it's wrong,
Yeah.
but it's for the, no, it ain't for the kids.
I got it.
It's for your violence.
No, I was just making, this brother still got a couple more precepts.
Okay, no, it's
They're
good.
juicy. I was just following
Well,
along.
Okay, come on. No, sure.
I'll go back to it.
I was just asking.
I'll go back to it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Two more verses, brother.
Okay, got it. It's Psalms 140 and verse 3. They have sharpened their tongues like a
Serpent. Adder.
Going back to the garden, man.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Look at that same serpent.
Same serpent, yeah. Deceiver, yeah.
Poison is under their lips.
Right, the lies, the deceptions.
Lies.
Yeah.
Verse
Right.
4. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent men
Right.
who have purpose to overthrow my goings.
Right. Yeah. And then if the law is their strength,
Yeah.
how are they using to purpose your goings, to overthrow your goings? They're gonna use the law. Oh no, it's mandatory. Everybody must need a micro C hip. Mandatory, and then do it by the law, right? Or they might do it even.
Yeah. Find that.
You can get that. Yeah. Yeah, because or they might even just do it how they did it doing the CV19. Doing CV19, they put it on the businesses, so the government can say it ain't us,
Right.
and then you will violate any business because they're not in business protocol if you don't push that everyone must receive the jump shot.
Right.
Everybody ain't walking around with their face covered with a thing that couldn't stop smoke, bro.
No.
I mean, it couldn't stop nothing, right? But you had to have it around your face just to show a similitude of being a servant, a slave, right? Being down, being thing, because they're
Obedient.
meditating terror upon you, right?
Obedient to them.
Right,
And
obedient to
their
them.
number one dude was saying that the N95A does not stop the particulates that
Right.
are the C19. Their
Yeah.
number one, the
Ouchie Fauci,
Ouchie, yeah.
Ouchie Fauci,
You know what I mean? The one, yeah.
right?
It said, you still
I think that's it.
No, I got that Psalms 94 and 20. But if he's done, I think you're
Verse 4 is good,
All
bro.
right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he
You
read
want
4.
five?
I think
Good.
you want to read 5.
You want me to read 5?
Yeah, come on. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. Go five.
Psalms 140 and verse 5. The proud have hid and a snare from me.
Yeah, that's ultimately what the micro C hip is, man. It's a hidden snare, right? It's going to be like you said, a stability coin, stable coin. You're going to have that stability, and you're going to spend so much extra dollars trying to catch up with the hyperinflation. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to give in, or you're gonna be outside the grid for so long. People are just gonna give in.
They're gonna back you in the corner.
They're gonna back you in the corner. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
without faith, guess what they're gonna do?
Yeah. They're gonna get
Line up.
They're going to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to, put it in you forcefully.
No.
You're gonna ask them for it. You know what I
Right.
mean? They're gonna make you want it. You know?
Right. Right. Not to mention with the chaos going on.
Yeah.
It says the Lord said He should put the Egyptian against the Egyptian. When all that's happening, you're gonna beg for it. You mean people?
I was just gonna say a prime example of that was 9/11. What did the people do? Take my liberties, take my freedom
For safety, yeah.
but keep me safe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That was, well,
You know?
Right.
that's
That's when
the
they.
whole reason why they
Right.
did it.
Yeah. People screamed to take my rights from
Right.
me.
Well, that's
You
what
know
they.
what I mean?
That's what they brought in the Patriot Act.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Patriot
yeah.
Act signed pretty much all your rights away.
Yeah.
When he brought in the Patriot Act. And then, of course, Obama did a couple more, and then, Trump is just finishing up the rest. That's why it's the big ugly bill. It's pretty much going to wrap everything else up in it, showing you that they're going to bring in the Palantir and all that, and now you're going to be under truly a digital. You're going to know you're in prison, right? You're going to know that you're a subject, but like you said, being pressed, being between a rock and a hard, showing you where this is Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Is it Egypt that means that? Is it Egypt or Mizraim mean a rock and a hard place?
Double straight.
Double straights?
Yeah. Double straight.
Was it Egypt?
Mizraim.
Mizraim? Yeah, double straights. So you're going to know that that's where you're at. You're in Mizraim.
And I think America
Yeah, double
means
straight.
bitter, doesn't it?
Yeah.
America meaning bitter.
Yeah.
Amargo. Amargo.
Amargo, yeah, bitter.
Yeah, bitter.
Right? So you're going to know that you're in this double straight. What the Edomite deemed as Egypt, right? Which means what? Bondage. Right? The house of bondage. Right?
Yeah,
You're going to know
it tells
that.
you what in Jeremiah, the land of Maritime, which means double rebellion.
Right.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
Yeah,
what
this
we're
is
at.
it. Yeah,
This is
it's
it.
definitely. Yeah, that's definitely it.
Man,
Go ahead,
26 genders.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Madness.
And courts, they have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me.
Like traps.
Salah, yeah. Salah, yep. We got to meditate on these things, right? So pause moment for you to meditate. Yeah,
Drop
the
the mic,
mic. Yeah,
drop
it's a
the mic.
mic. Yeah, that's time for you to think, right? Focus. You got to push up.
No, I got the one you told me to get.
Go ahead.
You want it?
Go ahead, yeah.
Going back to, all right, Hebrews 7 and verse 11. It says, if there be perfection, whereby the Levitical priesthood,
Right.
for under the people received the law,
Mm-hmm.
what further need was there that another priest should rise after the order of Melchizedek?
Right. What order is it? You get that Genesis 49, and I think it's 8. Right? Going back to this, showing you that this is already set up. Going all the way back from the beginning. Right? Genesis meaning beginning, right? Go back to that, just
Right.
to give you the,
Right. Well, he's getting now. Finish
Go
the
ahead,
verse.
go
It
ahead,
says, and not be called after the order of Aaron.
Right. Because we're not under the order of Aaron, right? Even though that was a shadow of things to come,
But shadow of things to come.
right? That's all it was, right? So when you're given that gifts at the tree, it was really meant to give him the gifts of being the high priest, man. It's not giving gifts for whatever, so you could be more selfish and more rebellious, right? We say double rebellion. This is the place. Maritime. So you could be a maritime, right? Double rebellion in this place, Babylon the Great, man. Right?
When you look at our people, what are they? Full out rebellion, ongoing rebellion. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Genesis 49, NLT in verse 8. I'm going to get it out the NLT. It says, Judah, your brothers will praise you.
Right.
You will grasp
Judah's
your
the head
enemies
tribe.
by the neck.
Judah's the head tribe, so things are about to be turned around. Your people are gonna, because we're the downscouring of the earth, even amongst our own brothers, amongst the tribes. But the Lord's gonna turn everything right side up, right? Starting with us telling the truth, and then our brothers are gonna praise us, meaning they're gonna get in line. They're gonna know, hey, this is the head tribe. We gotta follow the law, statutes, commandments, if we want to have what? Good success, like the brother went to twice. All right, hey. Yeah, because that was beautiful. We needed to hear that, because that's what it is, man. It's going into us being, instead of, like I said, a generational curses, generational blessings, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, why do you think the apostles chose the tribe of Judah to imitate or to claim heritage? Because it's the head tribe.
Right.
You know, they could have chose Ephraim. It's a bigger tribe. They could have chose any of them. There's a reason why they chose to be Judah. Or,
Right.
you
Well,
know,
the Most High made them do that,
Yeah.
so just so that the lies could be brought out too, right? Because every time they say something, especially with the truth, it's like they put their foot in their mouth because they're gonna always get tripped up, right? And that's what this is. That's what we are. Yeah, with stumbling block. That's yikwap. We're always yikwapping them. So always they're gonna say something. They're gonna say, well, hey, what you call them? Tazariak, like Pastor R say. You know, the other groups they're on some other stuff, but when they do something good, you gotta give them this prop. Tazariak did a thing with an Edomite, and he was bringing out all the things about Deuteronomy 28, and there was an Edomite saying, "Damn, you know what? That do sound more like." He said, "I ain't trying to jump bandwagon, but it does sound more like the so-called black people than it does like you." Because there was another Jewish guy with him.
He was confounded.
He was confounded,
Yeah.
and the dude was like, "It does sound more like black, right? Oh, they were brought on slave ships." And then he came and went and said, "When were you brought up? We were on trains. Well, trains ain't slave ships, bro, right?
Trains
Big
getting bounced
It's a
like
big
ball
difference across the sea. Yeah, yeah,
You know?
right. So every time they say that's what the Lord, He wanted them to do that. So every time they put their foot in their mouth and we yikwab them, and that's what He did. He yikwabbed them all day. Beautiful. I mean, you gotta give Him His credit. That was beautiful. But
It says, again, you will grasp your enemies by the neck. All your relatives will bow before you.
right, yeah. See, starting with Yahushua, King David, right? The 12, the 144,000, right? Go ahead.
Verse 9. Judah, my son, is a young lion that has finished eating its prey.
Right.
Like a lion, he crouches and lies down.
Right. Well, remind you of that Dave Chappelle when the dude got we eating the turkey and he got the itis. Yeah, the nigga itis. Yeah, that's basically what that is. Yeah, he said he ate and he lied down and you got the itis. You know, you Jakes got comfortable, but see, the Lord is going to allow Trump to push things. And put you on edge again.
Too much turkey and too much Saint-itis.
Saint-itis, yeah. Saint-itis, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. Right? Yep. Beautiful.
Keep going.
Yeah, fine.
It says, like a lion, he crouches and lies down, like a lioness who dares to rouse him. The scepter will not depart from Judah.
That's the part right there. That's showing you that it's all the way to, when you go to Genesis meaning beginning, this is the beginning. It was always meant to be the high priest. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, meaning the rulership, being a king. Go ahead.
It says, nor the ruler's staff from his descendants.
Right, basically, it should have been, I think, basically being a priest. I wish you. Can you read the other version?
Says,
that part?
verse
The
KJV. It says, verse 10, the scepter shall not depart from Judah,
The
nor
rulership,
a lawgiver.
right, being a
from-
priest. Right? Yeah. Being that priesthood, being a king and a
King
priest.
and priest, right?
Right.
The king makes the law.
Yeah, scepter, yeah, the power. So the power is going to come from Judah, right? And everybody, all our brothers, are going to come showing you that Yahushua has always been set up to be the high priest. That's why when it said that it was, well, it's going. I think you ain't got to that part yet, but it's going to come to that. But
It says, from between his feet until Shiloh comes,
right, which
And
Yahushua came during the time him being the sacrifice, right?
and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Yeah, and that's the second coming. He's gathering us down through the word, right?
And who's that people?
Right? The people, what, being the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, right? You Israelite foreigners, right? Who phenotype may look like another nation, but your bloodline goes back to Israel through your father, right? But
verse 12, it says, for the priesthood being changed, there is made a necessity, a change also of the law.
of the law, right? But it ain't really a change. It seems like a change because, you know, that's why it's called revelation, right? A revelation is something that you know that needs to be taught a little more to be revealed, something deeper that you know, right?
It says, for he of whom these things are spoken pertaineth to another tribe, in which no man gave attendance at the altar.
Right.
It says, for it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Right. Being that he's that priest.
It says,
Right.
It says, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Right, good.
It says, as it yet far more evident, for that after the similitude of Melchizedek, there ariseth another priest.
Right, yeah, after the similitude of but he is
Melchizedek. Yeah.
Right? Right? And there came priests. So they're going back to the point of them giving the gifts. The gifts were set up because he's the priest. Right? After the order of Melchizedek. It's not you just giving out gifts just to be giving out gifts without having an understanding, which the Lord was born in the springtime and not in winter.
Didn't
Right?
Abraham give Melchizedek a tenth of his spoils?
Tenth of tithe, yeah.
He gave him a tithe, yeah.
That's it.
Of everything, actually.
Of his spoils, yeah.
Yeah, it's up here.
Yeah. Yeah, tenth of everything. Cattle, cattle, even money, gold, or shekels, what do you say? Shekels, right?
That the original.
You want me to keep going on this, brother? Or is that's the point you want?
Although
I
I
believe
don't
that's
think
the
the
point.
shekels would have been there at that time.
I could read a couple more verses. It says, who was made not after the law
Right, there you go.
of a carnal commandment,
Right,
but
there you
after
go.
the power of an endless life.
Yeah, there you go.
It says,
Yeah.
for he testifieth, thou art a priest forever,
Yeah,
after the order of Melchizedek.
Keep going, because it goes to talk about the Lord made an oath.
It
The
says,
Father made an oath. Yeah.
for there is verily a disannulling of the
Uh-huh.
commandment going before the weakness and unprofitableness thereof.
Mhm.
It says, for the law made nothing perfect.
Woo! Right.
It just condemns
But
us,
the,
man.
yeah, the
Shows
law
you
came,
you're
the law's
imperfect.
perfect, but you're not perfect.
Right.
And then it shows you, yeah, your
But it's a
imperfection.
mirror, it's a mirror.
Yeah.
You know, like, ooh, I'm fucked up. Yeah, I need a savior.
You need a savior.
I need help. Yes.
Yep. It says, for the law made nothing perfect, but the bringing in of a better hope did. It says, by which we draw nigh unto the Most High.
Right.
It says, and as much as not without an oath, he was
Right.
made priest.
Right.
It says, for those priests were made without an oath.
Right. They were made without an oath. They set it up, but it wasn't an oath from the Most High, right? From Yahweh.
Yeah.
Right? And we already said the word of Yahweh goes out and will never come back void. So if he set that up from the beginning, from Genesis, from the beginning, he can't come in there and change, oh, you know what? No, we got to still keep it through Aaron. Or you know what? Since the Israelites are scattered everywhere, there ain't no more Israelites. Now there's spiritual Israelites. You just got to come and believe. You just come out of anywhere, which don't even make sense, because if you're a Moabite or whatever, you're doing something else, and you're in your other custom, nobody cared about Yahushua dying over there on Calvary.
No.
You were over there doing your own thing. You know? So why was it just because we've been into different captivities, and now the book has been spread around, now you're able to read it. You just got to read it and become saved. Now you could just get beamed up with us. That's crazy, man. You went to your own vomit. What's his name? The Deacon Akkad and the dude, what's his name? Assad?
Assad.
Yeah, man, you lost their mind, right?
The Lord put that spirit on them. It
Go
says,
Hey,
it says,
that's why I say it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Almighty Father.
Yeah.
Because, shit, 15 years, but 15 years, Assad he claimed he never really believed. Right.
He's an Edomite, bro. He's an Edomite, or his mama's an Edomite. If he ain't an Edomite, his mama's an Edomite.
tear, huh?
Yeah, well, maybe he might be a terror. He may not be. Because if you're saying you don't believe,
It's a wicked Jake. You know what I mean?
no, but I'm saying because I think maybe it's his mom is an Edomite.
He
You
wants
know,
to
you know,
save her, yeah.
and he wanted to save her, so
That's
he
my
don't really
mama.
believe. Yeah.
Jake loves
So
his
I
mama.
never really, it never sat right with me.
Right.
Right? Because he wants to save his mom.
Right.
you know,
You know?
or something like that. Because I met a Jake that was like that. I was out teaching and dude came up. He was like, yeah, bro. But, because he favored the GOCC. And I kind of broke down some things about him. I said, yeah, GOCC. And he seen what I was saying. But then he was like, but my mom. You know, his thing was his mom. His mom is like, and that's the only reason why he liked the GOCC, because GOCC was saying the white people can be just, you know, so-called white people, or what looks like white people, which they could be other than another nation, but what perceived to be a so-called white person, he was clinging on to his mom, and that could be these dudes too, clinging on to your mom, or you. I don't know.
Or just being wicked.
Or just
Like
just being wicked. You gotta get that. You gotta get that bag. Yeah, you gotta get that bag. Gotta get that money, bro. You know, cash rules everything around me.
And there's a reason why.
It ain't your house shy.
It's 2/3 not
It's
gonna
cash.
make it, man. Out of the house of Israel on this side in this land, 2/3 can't, or you know, it's wicked. Refuse to repent. Refuse to turn back. And any opportunity they can, they're gonna scratch that itch they have with what they want to do. If it's not convenient to what they're trying to do, they're not gonna take it. They're gonna refuse, reject, you know. Flip it,
Wash, and
yeah,
repeat.
Smack it up.
Right.
flip it,
Wash,
rub it
wash,
down.
repeat.
Yeah, it's truth. It offends them.
Yeah,
It's
right.
offensive to them.
Uh-huh.
I'll keep going, brother. I might as well finish. It's funny for a couple more verses. And it says, for those priests were made without an oath, but this was an oath by him that said unto him, the Lord swear and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek.
Because the word of the Lord, the Lord ain't gotta repent, man. He's gonna repent. That's his son. It's his only begotten. He's gonna repent after swearing with an oath, right? That his son is always gonna be the high priest forever. After the order of Melchizedek, because he is Melchizedek, right? But then there's another one where it says that even it says we're gonna be on better promises. So Melchizedek is perfect, but we're gonna be even on better promises than when Melchizedek. Oh, you
All right,
yeah,
gentlemen.
come.
Hey, I'm
Come.
for sure gonna call you tonight, brother.
Come, yeah, show one.
It says,
Okay.
it says by so much as Yahweh Shai made a surety of a better testament,
Right.
that they truly were
There is a better
testament.
Gun. Well, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
Because you got to think of Melchizedek was already perfect. He had no father, no mother. He came straight from heaven and just popped and materialized, and then went over there and Abraham gave him a tenth of all he had, bro. And then this is going to be even better than that, bro. It's crazy. But
it says they truly were many priests because they were not suffered to continue by reason of death. It says, but this man, because he continueth forever, or continueth ever, hath an unchangeable priesthood.
Right.
It says, wherefore he is able also to save them to the uttermost. It says that come.
Hey, and where we're at, we're in the uttermost parts of the earth.
Right.
In here in Babylon the Great, the uttermost parts of the world. He can save us to the utmost.
Right.
Right?
Again, it says, wherefore he is able also to save them to the uttermost that come unto him, to come into the Most High by him, seeing he ever liveth to make intercession for them.
And that's what we come in through Yahweh Shai. Right?
He's our mediator.
Where you at? I want to get that uttermost.
Okay,
Where you
Hebrews
reading
7.
Hebrews?
Yep, and 25.
Right? Yeah, he's our high
I think
priest.
it means that there's no,
He's our
you
high
can't
priest.
stop it, the uttermost. It's like,
He's our high priest. He's our
something like that.
mediator. He's also our advocate, right? Right, because we're all on trial, right? Ultimately, we're hoping that we make it, man. Whereas it ain't guaranteed. We're all on trial, right? You know, so we've all committed sins, our past lives, and this and that. We're on trial for that. So we're hoping to get mercy, man, right? And that's what it is. And we got our mediator, and through the mediator, hey, we're gonna be able to surpass all things, man, right?
I got that. Bring it up.
Go ahead.
Fine. This is Strong's G 3838.
Strong's G 3838. Pontelase. Pontelase.
Pontelise.
Panteles. and it's all complete, perfect, completely, perfectly, utterly. See,
Right.
from the entomology, see, 3956. Go there. And that is individually, pas, individually, each, every, any, all, the whole, everyone, all things, everything, collectively,
Right.
some of all types.
Whoa,
The
whoa,
Israelites.
Like Israelites, yeah.
You know?
Right, right.
They come looking like that speckled bird.
Right, right.
man?
Right,
Yeah,
so-
they're gonna make us perfect.
Yeah, so his blood covers all Israel,
Right.
but the elect on this side.
Yes.
Where that destruction won't take place.
Right.
Right.
Right. Yeah, because that makes sense because his blood had to have a full covering,
Yeah.
right? It wasn't
Yeah.
just a partial payment
No.
where he's just only paying for the elect. He's paying for the whole nation, but only the elect is going to be saved on this side to bring back the rest of Israel, which still you've been purchased, man,
Right.
by that blood. Hey, man, that's beautiful, bro. Hey, man,
Yeah, I was
it's
looking
amazing,
together.
man.
Tell us.
The love that the Lord has, man. Because people say you could just make up a Bible. You couldn't. In your wildest dreams, you couldn't make this up, bro.
Yeah, hey, it had multiple root. See the other one?
You wanna go? You can.
Con. So this is the second root. It's
Strong's G 5056. Tell us.
telos, end, termination, the limit at which a thing ceases to be, always of the end of some act or state, but not the end of a period of time, the end, the last in any succession or series, eternal, that by which a thing is finished, its close issue, the end of which all things relate, the aim, purpose, toll, custom, i.e. indirect tax or on goods.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The end. What that part said? The end of.
The end to which all
No,
things
wait,
relate.
The other one up here says something. You said something.
Termination,
In-
last of any succession or series, that by which the thing is finished.
Cease, yeah, that which a thing is finished, right? Because now the thing that is finished is what our wickedness,
Yeah.
our bondage. What the Lord said, I will bring them out of the captivity, or bring thee again from the captivity.
And what did he say
Right.
right before he gave up the ghost?
It is finished.
It is finished, right?
Man, he's complete.
Right, completed, yeah,
Yeah.
It's finished, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a precept for
Go
that.
ahead, go ahead.
Isaiah 53:10, it says, "Yet it pleased the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to bruise him. He hath put him to grief.
Right,
When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin,
right.
he shall see his seed." Why? Because he was who? Isaac. And Isaac shall that seed be called.
Right.
Which is who? Jacob, man. 12 tribes of Israel. All of them. Not, it says, all thy seed shall be justified.
Right.
They're not just the elect, but all the seed.
Not just the you wish. and levy.
It says, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall prosper in his hand.
Right, yeah, yeah. And that's what it is. Right, to bring us back to being what? Complete, full, complete, a completion,
Right.
right? To be renewed, right? Kainos, right?
Mm-hmm.
That says
Refreshed.
Hey, refreshing, man.
Right time.
Yeah.
That's good.
Right. So, yeah, I think that's we good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we good though. So, with all that, Lord willing, that was a edifying lesson for the brothers and sisters out there, right? So,
Yeah,
you
well,
wanna-
let me finish this off.
Oh, you gonna finish off?
Yeah, let me finish this off.
The rest of the meat off of
Yeah, Isaiah 53:11. There's only a couple more verses. It says, he shall see of the travail of his soul,
right,
and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many. Who's that
Right.
many?
Right.
Okay.
That's a good
That's Israel beginning with the elect.
right.
It
but,
says
but it said what? By the knowledge.
by his knowledge.
By his knowledge.
Yeah.
Right? And we have to have what? The knowledge of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, so we have the mind
Mind of Yahweh Shai. Right.
It says, for he shall bear their
That's that
iniquities.
wisdom and stability.
Right.
Yeah.
Stability
of that
of the
time.
times. Yeah.
Done. Done. It says, therefore will I divide him a portion with the great.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It says, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong.
Yeah.
He's not going to be like Esau. He's going to share, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike
Amalek, yeah, we
The
won't
errors,
give his
man.
people nothing.
You go to that? You already in that Genesis 49? Go to Benjamin, because it talks about how Benjamin is going to share that spoils too, right? Yeah, because that's the time that how the Lord is. Yeah, because like you said, Amalek only leads it to where it's just that 1/3, that 1%, just that royal family is making money and doing good. And then he got a couple other rich people, and then you have the middle class. But they're so greedy that they don't even want it to be a middle class. They just want it to be just them ruling, and then the poor, and that's it, right?
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
you
why,
have to be in complete servitude. You have to have the digital all, right? And that's it.
that's why Esau married Esau, man.
Right.
Amalek came from what? The concubine. You know what I'm saying? And he got the biggest portion of the blessing, man.
Yeah, because
Find your brother.
Who did you say, Benjamin?
yeah, it should be Benjamin. Yeah.
Said, this is, again, in Genesis 49:27, and it reads, Benjamin shall ripen as a wolf.
Driving as a wolf, yeah.
In the morning he shall devour the prey.
Right,
At night he shall divide
right. And
the
where?
spoil.
Right. So we're in the night. We're about to be in the night. But it says what the day stars coming. Right. The day stars coming. Right. Right.
Yeah.
You know you endure. Was it? I think it's
Shit.
you endure, but joy cometh in the morning. I believe it's in Proverbs.
I believe this is Lamentations.
It's in Lamentations. I thought it was in Proverbs.
It could be one
I
of
think
the
it's Proverbs. Yeah. One of Proverbs.
But joy cometh in the morning.
But joy cometh in the morning.
Right.
Not Proverbs, but
Let's look it up.
Psalms. Psalms. I believe Psalms. I thought it was, Psalm, not Proverbs. Psalms. Salakia. I think it's in Psalms. Joy cometh in the morning. Like, you weep at that night, but joy cometh in the morning. And that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. We're weeping. Mm-hmm. We're on the highways and the byways, and we're weeping. Right? Right? Matter of fact, I just remembered.
Psalms 30:5.
Okay.
Anger endureth but a moment, in his favor is life.
No, it
Weeping
should,
may endure for
it should
a
not.
night.
Should be darkness. It should be darkness. Should be like somebody.
Let me see if I can.
Psalms
You're-
30:5.
Darkness.
No, it says, for his anger is but for a moment, his favor is for life. Weeping may endure for a night,
Oh, okay. Good. That's it.
but
Okay.
joy
cometh in the morning. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yep, that's the one. Okay, Salakia. You know how you read certain and
You're thinking of a different word because you might have heard the AMP or the NLT
Yeah.
would give a different
Yeah.
word. Yeah, he was reading something earlier and it put me in the mind, but I was like, no, he's literally reading, but he's reading it out of the AMP. Yeah,
oh, read that one more time.
come.
Because I kind of messed you up.
No, not at all.
Because I got it.
Psalms, this is Psalms 30 and verse 5, and it reads, let me see if anything else I want to. I'll start at 4. It says, sing unto Yahweh, O ye saints of his.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right here. This is the song, right? This is that song. So we're singing the song on the highways and the byways, and the four winds of the earth. Hey, preaching in truth and sincerity, man. Lord willing, you know.
And give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness.
And that's what we're doing. We're remembering how holy the Lord is. That holy, that sacrifice, man. Right? Giving thanks, that showing that he was that priest. He was the priest and always meant to be that priesthood. So we got to give thanks to that holiness, that Lord. It was things that he. What was it? I think you read it. Somebody the the predestined,
He established.
pre-established
He
it.
established the law.
Yeah, he pre-established the law. He pre-established this the righteousness. He pre-established our victory, man. Lord
Oh, yeah,
willing,
of
that we're
course.
part of that number, yeah. Right?
It says, for his anger endureth but a moment.
Right. See, and that's the Lord. We're in captivity. We're right in the place of what, drawing water, and he's afflicting us, but his anger is going to be for what, a moment, right? And it seemed like a long time, but it's technically a moment, because it said that go to Revelations 20, says Esau shall rule but a little space, or a little season. It's like a little season. So that, I mean, even though it seemed like it's been what, 500 years or 1,500 years, something like that, but
Right. Job 20, the triumphing of the wicked is but for
for a moment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, time.
Just a moment, yeah. Good.
What is it? You were sold to the nations, not because you're, but because
You
the
drove me
Most
to
High.
wrath, yeah, not for your destruction, yeah.
But because you drove the Most High to wrath.
Right.
You know, so we pissed him off.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And that 15 is a day and a half. If it was 1,500
This is,
years,
this is
it's
Zechariah?
a day and a half.
This is
If it
Zechariah?
was 500, it was a half a day.
This is Zechariah or Zephaniah. It says, I will, what's this, I will receive your punishment, though I'll bear their iniquity. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Zechariah?
no,
Or is it Zephaniah?
Micah.
Micah, that's right.
7:9.
Okay. Because I know it's, right, you know,
Bear the
Nick,
iniquity
get
of
that
the Lord
for
until he plead my cause.
yeah.
Micah 7:9.
Yeah, because that's what we have to, that's what we're at. We're reminded that Yahweh Shai, that marvelousness that he did, that man, you couldn't make it up, man. You couldn't make up a better thing. You couldn't pray, you couldn't create what the Lord has created already, that he already predestined for this to be, man. It's the greatest thing you could do. So we gotta give glory and thanks that the Lord has put us in a thing where we can remember again, right?
Oh, I gotta preach this.
Right, good, right.
Because I was going to the night, right? The joy coming in the morning. There was another one of Lamentations I was thinking about, and it's this one. Lamentations 3:21. It says, "This I recall to my mind."
Right. See, that's where we're at.
Therefore
We're
I have
talking-
hope.
Yeah, this is where we have the hope at now.
Right?
man.
It says,
Beautiful.
"It is of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yoshi's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not."
Yeah, and this is what makes us not consumed, because it says that he was angry for a moment, right? And in that moment, we could have been consumed, but that's why he's going into what? The part where joy is going to come in the morning.
Right.
Right?
And what did it say? Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not
Consumed. Right, yeah.
That comes up to decree to overflow with righteousness.
Righteousness,
and
yeah.
destruction, man.
Right.
Yeah,
And
so
the
even
elect not
in
gonna
that
take-
destruction is going to be mercy.
Mercy,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because Jake's
Oh, yeah,
fucked
of
up.
course,
Why
of
should you
course.
be punished anymore?
More, right,
You
of
will
course.
only revolt more
More
and
and
more.
more.
And you see that with our people, man.
Right.
Right.
Just rebellious as hell. Even when they know it's for their good.
Mhm.
They would much rather Esau kill their kids so that they can
Yeah.
continue to do
To do
the
wickedness.
that
Right.
they doing.
Parenthood,
Right,
so they can
right.
keep partying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little bit more.
Or they drop the kids off at grandma's house.
Right.
And then
Don't
grandma,
come back for-
she's old and this and that, and the kids are acting all crazy.
Right.
Man, crazy, bro.
It says, "It is the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yoshi's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not." Listen,
Right.
they are new every morning. Woo! Great is thy faithfulness.
Hey, that's beautiful.
The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yoshai is my portion, saith my soul. Therefore will I hope in him.
Yeah, he's my portion. Beautiful. That goes to that. It reminds me of was it Second Esdras? Second Esdras 53 or something. When he says thy fervent lover. I am thy fervent lover. Right? Oh, 6 and 53. It's like 6 and 53.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The fervent lover.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah.
We get the rest of it.
Because it says I'm thy portion, right? Because when you're that person's portion, you're like a fervent lover of that person. So the him being can you look up that fervent lover? See the definition of that? A fervent lover. Yeah, because that's man. You'll get that one? The second Esdras?
You want to get it? Second Esdras 6.
Yeah.
And I believe it's
50, I think it's 55, 50, yeah, down a little bit further, yeah.
verse 58.
Yeah, because that's being a portion. Because
Yeah.
he's saying you are, because Yahweh is our portion, like, and we're his portion.
I'll start at
Right?
57.
But
2 Letter 6 verse 57, it says, and now, O Lord, behold these heathen, which has ever been reputed as nothing.
right, and that's part of us being suffering under that for that moment.
Yeah.
Right? It's anger, and we're suffering under these heathen for that moment.
Right.
Right?
Have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
Right. And that's what happened. They became lords over us, and now we're in the ghettos, the barrios, the reservations. We're under we're under their foot. We're under their,
Right.
It
says, but we thy people,
Right.
whom thou hast called thy firstborn.
Right, we're your people, right? What did he call us that in Exodus?
Yeah.
We're his firstborn. Give them free, let them go, so they may serve me in truth, because that's my firstborn. Which that's what's happening right now. It talks about how they held them fast and refused to let them go, right? And that's where we're at, man. They refuse to let us go, and so we already know the cat is out the bag, so to speak. So we know who we are, but they don't want to let us go.
Right.
And instead of letting us go, they're willing to put troops out. They're ready to come up. They're ready to come up war against you. They're creating the sixth part of the government, pushing forth 6G, right?
Yeah. Well,
Showing you that he's the man, and then bringing the micro C hip, which is 6. So 666,
Yeah.
right?
Which prove also.
Right.
I was just going to say, Salaki, and it also identifies this as well because, again, Pharaoh refused to let
I was
us
just
go.
gonna say that,
This
spirit,
devil
brother.
refuses to let us go. But the nickel hats, but the tiny tops have been put out of over, I'm gonna have to look it up, but it's like a group of countries that they have been expelled from.
Expelled, yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm sick of dealing with you. Get
Right.
out of my country.
Showing you that they're the ones that's in Job 30. They cried out to them as a thief.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Showing that they've been getting
You know?
pushed out every time. Yeah.
We're hated amongst all nations, but they don't want to let us go. They want you people out. Like everywhere you go, they want you out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get out of my country.
That's what
you degenerate.
Yeah.
Man.
Son of a bitch.
No, right.
And that's what the Lord said. What in Job the 18th chapter, he should be chased out of the
Right.
world.
Come on.
The Lord would chase his ass out.
Joe said I wouldn't have him sit with the dogs in my
Yeah,
flock. Why? Because of the shit that you do to the dogs of his flock. Let alone the other animals who really couldn't defend themselves. You know?
Well, let me finish. Verse 58, it says, but we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover,
Let me get this real
are
quick.
given into their hands.
Right. And that's
Fervent lover, AI overview, is someone who loves with intense, passionate, and deep sincerity, showing strong feelings, enthusiasm, and earnest affection. Often extended beyond shallow or conditional love
right
to a
because we're fucked up. Like you said, we're behind our shallow and things. Because if you look at it, we're fucked up. You mean why would you love that person? But it goes beyond you looking so. We don't have to be perfect, but we're gonna be perfect though.
Check it out.
Right.
Profound, persistent, and unifying.
Right, there you go. We're gonna unify with him.
Unifying
Right,
bond.
right. Yeah, we're gonna be unified with him. What it says, as he is, so am I. Talking about Yahweh Shai.
John 17 says, be as one as we are one.
Right.
Yeah. Let them be as one as we are one.
Go ahead.
This is Micah chapter 7 and verse 9 in the NLT. I will be patient as the Lord Yahweh Shai punishes me.
Yeah.
For I have...
That's where we're at, man. We have to be patient as the Lord punishes us, man. We gotta endure, right? Though he's angry, it's only going to be for a moment, right? And we gotta endure it. We gotta endure it.
In Yahweh Shai, you have no mediator in
Right.
that punishment.
Right.
All you people
That's
who are old commandment.
Well, that's why it says in is it Revelations? Is it 14:9 going down? It said 14:9. It should be without mixture.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's what. Because they ain't gonna have a mediator. So when it's gonna get poured out, it's gonna get poured out without mixture, without mercy.
No chaser.
No chaser. Yeah.
You got no Yahweh Shai to stand behind.
Right.
Hey, you're gonna be drinking that cuervo without any lemon.
Hey,
Right.
right.
No salts, nothing.
nothing.
Yeah,
It
nothing.
reminds me
No,
a little
hey.
bit of that movie Gods of Egypt, when he took the little human dude up there to raw shit or whatever, and he was like, "Stay in my shadow," because if you step out of my shadow, it's,
There's no covering.
yeah, you had no covering,
Right.
and you have to be in the shadow of Yahweh Shai, man.
Right, you have
Well,
to-
well, that reminds me. It says that we should grab his hem, the garment. We should
okay.
carry.
Oh yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that
They
one?
should grab the garment of a Jew.
No.
Oh.
Talking about Yahweh Shai. Should be.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can find that.
The woman grabbed the hem of his
Garment? No,
and
but
he
it talks
felt
about
his,
us grabbing his garment, so to speak.
I thought that was speaking about the nations.
No.
Sure. Is that one? The nations are going to be
The
trying to
skirt,
grab-
the skirt,
Yeah, trying to grab
the skirt.
the skirt or the garment. Yeah.
Okay. That's not talking about that. Okay.
Yes. I think that's in the Zechariah somewhere around there. But I can see if I can
You
get
can
it.
see if you can find. Yeah.
That way I can find- that way we know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of something like that. Because but even the lady, because that represents Israel. Because she was with the blood thing for 12 years. Yeah, for 12 years. Represents the 12
issue of blood, yeah.
with 12 tribes. So she was what's it called? Unclean. Right? So
Soon
you
she
had to
tell you
put
that.
you were meant to be putting her away. Which that's what happened to us. We were put away. Right?
And
that
that's
represents
his power, man. She touched
To
his
him,
garment.
to him.
She didn't touch
She
him.
touched where the
He
fringes
touched-
are at, yeah.
And he was like, "Who touched me?" He felt some of his
power go out.
Yeah.
because of her faith. That's why he turned around and said, "Your faith has made you whole." Right? Yeah. Touching the hem, touching his garment. Right? Yeah, because that's how it goes, man. That's how powerful. Well, show you that the power when Peter, when it was just a shadow, Peter's shadow healed, and that's showing you we're gonna be if that is under the order of Melchizedek, and we got a greater one that's greater than that order of Melchizedek, and a shadow heals you. I mean, what could really? I mean, they even had when they took the little garment, they were passing the garment around. The garment was healing people. How much more when we're past even that, bro? Like when bro, the nations they don't know they don't know how happy they're gonna be, but they're gonna be ecstatic. They're gonna be super happy once we're ruling, man. Once after their 1,000 years of servitude and they get their own lands, they're gonna be they're gonna love it, man. Right?
Righteous are in authority, the people
Rejoice, right? And yeah, the whole world is gonna be rejoicing. Right?
Yeah, I got it.
Is that what it was?
No, it's talking about the nations.
It's talking about the nations.
Yeah. I can read it if you want me to.
Y'all see this song?
No, because it's talking about the nations. I was getting more talking this way. Because there was one where I was talking about us.
Because they're going to want to touch this. Well, I'll just read it. Verse 23.
Touch it.
Zechariah 8:23. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yeshua both. In those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew."
Right.
It says, saying, "We will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you."
Right, yeah. See,
Yeah.
Even then,
Yeah.
we're going showing the power. Because
Right.
at that time it was Yahweh Shai, and now it's us.
Right.
Right? It'll touch the hem of our garments.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be healed. The nations are going to be healed.
Right.
Right. Even though they're the heathen, they're gonna enjoy it, man. They're gonna love it,
Well,
man.
they're going to want to be in the winning team.
Right? Yeah. You know. Especially their women, right?
Especially the women.
Concubines. Concubines.
to be able to drink fresh, clear, clean
Water,
water.
right.
breathe,
Refresh,
Without
fresh air,
microplastics in it.
right?
Yeah.
Plant and the earth yield forth its abundance.
Right.
You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like and ain't nobody starving. Here's a grape, man. That's gonna feed 6 or 7 of you.
Yeah.
Imagine the grape. Big
Yeah,
old
when it-
grape.
Yeah.
Big old grape.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, big old grape. Yeah, because
You
back
know?
then they had a big grape and it said pomegranates too. When you read it, it wasn't just grapes on there.
Yeah.
It was pomegranates on that thing too. So
The
grapes,
whole earth,
pomegranate.
the earth,
Yeah, they're gonna
the
eat
earth
good,
was a
man.
paradise. The Most High made through Yahweh Shai and the first fruits, He created a paradise.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's going to go back even greater. Man,
Back to the Garden of Eden.
man.
Right.
But greater.
But greater.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
and then
saying.
all the mansions that are going to be created for the host of Israel.
It's gonna be greater.
Hey,
Yeah, because you got to think of you know how the whole thing is these precious minerals that's from this planet, and they do heal like copper. It does something for your body. Gold, silver. You know, it was a reason why they ate with gold and silver or forks and spoons, because a little bit of the gold will go into your system. A little bit of the silver will go into your system, right? You know,
and
it
you know
actually
the
helps your
elites
body.
Still do that. You
Huh?
know?
Yeah.
You know the elites still
do
because
that.
they know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey,
Right.
Solomon was so cold if a fly touched this place.
Right.
Yeah, threw it away.
Yeah.
Hey, can you imagine now? You know what I mean? I got an all gold plate and a fly touch it.
Oh, yeah.
You go get that dawn.
Yeah.
Like, chuck that. I don't want that no more.
But yeah. But yeah, you got to think of the precious minerals from other planets.
Oh, yeah.
And they're gonna bring them and they're gonna help build up Jerusalem.
Oh, yeah.
And you're gonna have different, and they're gonna have a vibrational thing to it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being Israel or Jerusalem being the headquarters of all Israel, and you have Israel's out in other planets and different that, and they'll be able to bring different minerals and things from other planets and give you a different vibration.
Oh, yeah.
You a high man.
Yeah.
Like you said, even greater,
Even greater.
right?
This is
Shalom.
Micah chapter 7 and verse 9, NLT. I will be patient as the Lord Yahweh Shah punishes me, for I have sinned against him. But after that, he will take up my case and give me justice.
Oh, what? Wait, say that again. He would take up my case.
Yeah. He'd be a lawyer.
He's our lawyer. Yeah. He's our advocate. Say that I have an advocate in heaven, right?
He will take up my case and give me justice.
Woo! Right, against Esau, against this kingdom, man. Right, against this. Oh, mine, all mine.
He already did it.
He already did it. Huh?
He already did it.
A while ago.
Oh, you did? Oh, what'd you say?
What I said when they came out the building up there.
Oh, okay.
What you talking about? The one with the white purse?
Oh, there. Yeah, brother, he don't know what to do.
Hey, in the words of God, I can show you what I don't know.
Yeah, man.
He will take up my case and give me justice
Right. Come.
for all I have suffered from my enemies.
Woo. Right, the ghettos, the vadios, the reservations, the different, the different STDs and all these different things that they did, man. The microplastics, man. Hey, we suffered, man. We suffered.
This devil has turned sex into a weapon.
Right.
Over-sexualized
Something that
everything.
was beautiful.
Over-sexualize everything, and then put diseases out there. Yeah. So it's a trap. Remember, it said he meditates on how to lay down these traps for you. Right. Right.
Is that it on that, brother?
No.
Right.
For
Even what you call them that too, making it an acceptable thing. Remember back in the day, like in my mom's time, which ain't that long ago. You know, they would get on you. Oh, you can't be just shacking up. This and that. Even though they still didn't have the right understanding either, that sex is actually marriage. But at least they were getting on you, saying you need to get married. If you're doing that, you need to get married. You can't just be doing that. But they made it so over-sexualized and make it acceptable to just be out doing whatever.
Yeah, you can't have a commercial without a naked woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then even in was it the 70s or whatever, they had that free love, the hippies. You know, they were out there just having orgies, doing whatever. You know what I mean?
Under the orchards.
Yeah. You know. And they made it acceptable, right? Then now it's acceptable to call yourself a beat and dressed like a harlot. Look at that. All them chicks right here dressed like harlots. And nobody's saying this ain't right. Look at that. Literally, she like one of the female wrestlers. She's outside.
Let me get it.
Scripture says, your wife shall become a harlot in the city.
Look, she's showing it. Look.
She wants you to see.
She wants you to see. Look, she's trying to show it too. Yeah. She wants you to see. Yeah. Yeah.
They all out there, they got feminist posters. That's why I said what I said, because it was some kind of feminist.
Oh, saying that they could dress how they want to dress. They feminists.
likely,
Feminists.
yeah.
Look at
Oh,
that.
look. Oh shit.
She doing.
Oh shit.
She doing. The,
Oh shit. Fuck. She's beating inside her thighs and shit. She said she can have that.
She said, it's yours.
That's yours, though. You beat inside those thighs.
Split them 50-50 with
Yeah.
my brother right here. So.
Oh, yeah, well, that's
That one
yours.
is his.
It's yours. Too. Yeah, it's yours.
No, that one is his. I took them two right there, the one with the bread bag and the one with the sister.
What the fuck
Yeah.
was that? I never seen
I
that
think
shit.
I'm gonna just
And she did it in front of
narrow-minded
people.
them two.
Like,
Yeah.
you would
right,
think
right.
this motherfucker is bugged out, right?
That
Would you,
long.
Yeah, 'cause
would you
that's
not
what
believe that was
they
bugged out?
They haven't been humiliated.
Like, this is crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, the Lord just always sends an example. Like you said, over-sexualized. That's
Yeah.
that's over.
Sexualized, right, right.
Man, you know,
Right.
You know, because they, you know, just
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I can feel my memory rising watching now.
yeah, just.
Exactly. Yeah, from my movie, right? Yeah.
I mean, them two right there, because I gave up all the rest. I claimed all of them, but then when I saw them last two, I was like, you know what? You can have everything. I'll just take them two.
The Lord Yahweh Shai will bring me to the light, and will see, and I will see His righteousness.
Right. Yeah. And that's what we're here to do. We're to see see the Lord's righteousness, man, and see that this place is falling, right? You're in the
Here we
sunken
go.
place, the upside down world,
yeah.
right? The,
Stranger Things. Stranger Things.
That's what I was thinking. This is Stranger Things.
Everybody was saying, watch it.
Yes, the show. Yeah,
it's good.
very good. It's
I
very
mean, you know, it's
yeah, it's very
demonic,
good.
but you know,
Oh, there you go.
Oh goodness gracious!
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's for y'all.
Let's finish.
You said, "Good God Almighty."
Let's finish. Let's finish.
Right, come.
I'll go back
That
finish
little
Isaiah
saying,
53.
Lord, I
Come.
know what I want.
Lord, my
I
shepherd,
think
know what I
he's done that.
want.
You done that?
No,
Brother?
no more.
Oh, you had another one from?
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
How much time?
Yeah,
Let me
we
see.
over 2 hours.
We're 2 hours. Okay, yeah, we're
'cause
good.
It
then.
was an hour 47.
Hour 57 on mine.
Okay, that's
So.
good. I was gonna go into the MOTB too, but that's all right. We'll do it,
Well,
man.
let me finish this last verse.
But it's okay. No, it's good. We just close out after that.
Okay. Isaiah 53:12, it says, "Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and shall divide the spoil with the strong."
Right.
And it says, "Because he hath poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors.
Right.
And he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors."
Right. And who's the strong? We're strong because we're gonna make it through this thing, and we're gonna be declared strong.
You know what?
Right. Because it
Oh, yeah.
tells you what the Lord says. That, he told Apostle Paul, "In thy weakness, I am strong," and that's where you're gonna be strong. You're gonna divide it with you. It says that we should be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. Right.
Yep.
And that's where we're at. We're in the time to be where the Lord's going to defend us, man. So yeah, as we're being out here singing that song, being defended by Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bashem Kadash. So, Lord willing, this was edifying
Yep.
to the hopeful elect that will be the elect. So we'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kadash. Like double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well and do well, to the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the priests, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom.
Shalom.
To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Almost.
Yeah,
A little bit
Shabbat
left.
shalom.
A little bit left.
Shabbat Shalom. Yeah,
Shabbat
Shalom.
shalom.
Yeah.
The Bible ball.
Khan. Yeah, it was fun.